A librarian walks into a bar and she says to the bartender,
I just had the worst day ever.
Oh, aye.
Where should I begin? My order of new books didn't show up, and no one can tell me where they are. Somebody told their class we have a ton of copies of Origin of Species, and you know what?
No, what?
We only have 3, and 2 of them are lost. Some kids swore they would never use the library again because they can just Google it. To make it worse, no one showed up for my job presentation despite our 17% unemployment rate. And to top it all off, I didn't get to eat my lunch, so give me a margarita and don't be stingy with the tequila.
1 margarita, heavy on the tequila. Well, lass, better luck tomorrow.
the marketer, who's just finished her lunch with some clients, sits next to the librarian and says,
Alicia, you've got your branding all wrong. What you need to do is position the library as the center of the community. You, Missy, are a last-ditch resort. Nobody thinks of the library as the first place for research and problem solving. You've got to clean up your act. And buy me a scotch.
The programmer, who's been lurking in the corner, comes out of the shadow and says,
Sure, that sounds great, but how do you suppose she positions the library at the center of the community? Build it in the center of town? The library has always been a great resource, but the students are right. Why should they spend time going to the library when Google gives them all the answers without getting off the couch? You need to fight fire with technology.
We have so much more to offer than the crap kids find on the internet. My staff and I can answer questions that students don't know how to ask. And we offer real face-to-face interaction in our classes and makerspaces.
Well, you should just start serving drinks in the library. Have a week cover charge and a 2-drink minimum, and you'll have the whole town coming in no time.
I don't always hang out in bars, but when I do, I prefer to change the way that millions of people look at the library. You three would be great for the Polaris App Challenge.
What, a librarian, a marketer, and a programmer? Sounds like the beginning of an awfully bad joke.
You don't know what the App Challenge is? The Polaris App Challenge is a competition where you can win up to $2,500.
Ooh.
Count me in.
If you have a creative idea for a library application, Polaris wants to know about it. All you have to do is create a concept for an app, design some screen mock-ups, and provide a written explanation of exactly how your app will help librarians or create a better experience for library patrons. You can work by yourself or in groups, just make sure one of you is from New York State.
We really need to do this. I could buy so many books with that money.
And I could buy all the newest games.
I'll probably just come back here.
Just make sure to get your submissions into Polaris by January 12th, 2014.
All characters appearing in this work are fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental, with the exception of the bartender who came to this country from Scotland and works under a fictitious name and social security number.
Hey, your drinks. Who's gonna pay for all these?